Hopefully, people are getting their notifications. Hopefully, the notifications are going out. I don't know. I see someone, see, that's what I'm talking about. Someone already liked it, but it's showing nobody's in the actual live stream. Now, isn't that peculiar? Okay, it's showing two people so far. What's going on? Hopefully, those notifications go out and more people chime in and people come in the chat room and voice whatever opinion they may want to add to this particular topic that I put up. Aftermath. What's up, Joe Frank? You the first one to chime in. What's going on with you? It's me solo dolo. No old school, no famo, no shoddy shot, no infamous Lisa Smith. Is just Reek. And I call this one aftermath because I look at it. We're living in a time of aftermath of technology. Technology has gone beyond the scope that many in an everyday fashion, fail to kind of, take time to see how far advanced it is. Like a lot of these social media platforms, they're run by algorithms. And when I say algorithms, people just hear algorithms and just nonchalantly pass it off as, what are you talking about? But they got computer programs that essentially run all these social media platforms, be it, the YouTubes, search engines of Google, Instagrams, Snapchats, and all that. With that being said, people need to take heed on, what is actually being, what's the word I'm looking for? That's actually working against you on these certain particular platforms. Like, you know, I had someone send me something on another, a story about how this brother was flying with JetBlue, and essentially he didn't need a boarding pass because essentially they were gonna, um, the technology they were using now, they'll just data map their face when they get on the plane, and then the brother was kind of off put by that. Like, man, I mean, you could have kind of told me that beforehand before you just essentially took my face, but essentially he's saying, you know, when he talked to the people of the airline, like, well, you got to take that up with the people that let you get into the airport from the beginning because they got all the type of face prints of you already. So you figure they're data mining through all these social media platforms, through whatever various buildings you walk into. I know I want to say certain, because well, not certain, probably all casinos in Las Vegas got facial recognition technology. The case, like say you're a person that is ace at counting cars, they don't want you coming in that casino because it's more likely that you might pull off some more magnificent wins. So they're gonna make sure to have that technology to keep all those type of people out. So just think all the other areas that they'll have these particular ways of data mapping your face. Yeah, the age of machines is now real. A lot of people fail to realize that. You know, and how I look at it, you know, you have a lot of people that you watch the news and you hear about the different alphabet agencies, but a lot of those agencies, I want to say one main particular one, they don't operate here on these lands. They operate abroad. So you figure, okay, if they operate abroad, this one alphabet agency operates abroad, that would mean that other agencies in other countries would operate over here. So when you hear um, about certain things going on, like in certain countries or whatever, it's from the opposite country starting that. So you figure, you have a certain, well, there's a lot of alphabets in the one I named, but Mossad, they probably operate here and cause, havoc over here. Matter of fact, I named a person or an individual or an entity that, repurposes, a lot of my older platform or older series on their Instagram channel. They're most likely Mossad. The only way that they could not be is if they actually, put up, some audio explaining their reasons why they wouldn't be anything like that versus, let me formulate a text, let me, say something in an update status. No, actually put your voice up and say, well, I couldn't be this because of that. They can't do that because, they're operating off of algorithms. They're operating off, okay, we're getting these responses for certain people. They're feeling, I guess this repurpose and having people stuck on stupid. That's why if you see me in my community posts, I said I will no longer be, making available the series of pimping that I had. At least not in the fashion that it has been. Now, maybe we can have a new series, and you see it's a new series, the updates, where people, you know, cover conversations of whatever's going on within the world, not a certain section of, you know, a particular topic, because you figured that topic's been so demonized. They want to get everybody caught up in Dragness, and how I figure I started that particular the pimping topic to cover, what's not being said. You had a lot of different things or a lot of different people glamorizing, the life of leisure and not really, revealing, the things that can actually get you caught up in certain situations that are unfavorable. So once, the climate started changing and other people started coming on and, trying to present it as a more glamorous thing, I kind of backed away from it because it's like, okay, what I initially started it as, it doesn't seem like it done took a change for something else that I could feel the climate and it is not looking good. So with it not looking good, I pulled back from it. Now, yes, the series I have, it may touch on certain areas of that, and that's how I want it to be. Touch on certain areas, not just okay, this all we talking about. No, that ain't what it is anymore. Let me see what you were saying. Oh, what up, Shot? I didn't even see that you came in here. Oh, what's up, bro? Bro's up in here. Let me see. Yeah. So I don't know. I just changed the platform, and like I said, as long as we got these Mossad types and people that, they seem like they're independent. Now, this is what I'm saying. You have a lot of different channels that does a lot of different things. I done been around for 10 years on YouTube, so I see how, you know, certain things move and how certain people move. If you're playing by a rule book, if you're playing by, you're basically you got a list and they want you to do everything off this list, you will fly to the top. I've done seen these lists. I'm the type, I go against the program. See, if I was to go for, if I went off a script, I would be having no complications or anything like that. But see, I expose all that shit. I don't want to deliver some fake ass shit. I mean, yes, I can actually be on YouTube and showing my face and doing all that and being on a certain level, but why? What is the benefit? I want you to get the information and intelligence. If I say something that's of worthiness, I want you to seek it out. I don't want you to be like, okay, just take Reek's word for it. It's the gospel truth. No, I want you to seek it out for yourself. That's why the people I do have are, they speak with such an inflection where you're like, man, I'm feeling what they're saying. I'll actually go seek out, what they're saying for myself, or it resonates so much I don't already, found what they're speaking to be true. Yeah, for good reason. How I say for good reason because, like you said, Joe Frank, you know, yeah, like you said too, Shot. Cheat code. They figure okay, they're saying all these bullet points. They think of it as like a what's the word I'm looking for? like in high school or in college, you got a cheat sheet. Like, okay, this is gonna make me, get a female because they done said this and done said that. That ain't gonna. That's not what gets you to get a female because you got the right word that was used at this right instant in this situation. That is not gonna get it. I see it time and time again because I watch everybody's channel. I don't play the fake ass role where some people act like, oh, I've never watched that channel. Matter of fact, my channel was inception before any of these motherfuckers was even thinking about it. And the people that was around before me, hey, I don't watch their channels. And I ain't making it seem like, hey, Rick been the only one doing this. There's a couple other channels that stood way before mine. But look, what I'm saying is the ones that are out currently, I've been around way before them. So what I'm saying is I know how, you know, certain channels operate. They operate off a list. They can't deviate from that list. They can't say certain things because see, then they'll start getting strikes on certain things. Like, well, you said this in your last live or the video that you drafted and things like that. To me, I operate from an aspect, I don't give a fuck. I say whatever I want to say. Nothing should be able to stop me if it's the truth. And I can see if I was saying something that was, based in some bullshit and not relevant or anything like that, then it will, I would get feedback from people like, well, Rick, why are you saying that? That don't make sense. No, I'm gonna direct you towards things you need to know about. And whoever, okay, it was a problem for a second. Let me see. Let me read some of these comments. Yeah, and I know a lot of you guys, you watch, different channels and see how, different people move. And like I said, some channels people, dress up to the nines, and some people uh they do videos showing their vehicles or whatever like that. I mean, all what it all boils down to is if is the information you get, is it valid? Can you use it in life? And to me, for those channels, or I say social media platforms like Instagram, where people take other people's stuff, that, like I said, that is based in uh, Alphabet Agency. And like I said, since this is America and they're taking things from America, it's something that's operating from out of America. So that would lead me to believe that is Mossad. If you look at my community post where I done said this, that's where I leave from. Matter of fact, the person uh, that participates within the updates, King Sherm, he has dealings with this person. I don't deal with that uh, uh, particular person he deals with because they've stolen, you know, certain, certain aspects of my older recordings. So with that being said, far as I've got comments. Oh well, Rico, are you and King Sherm gonna do anything? If anything is ever to be done with King Sherm is under the guise of the updates with uh, Professor Ken. There won't be no more pimping series. That series is dead. It won't be me doing any um, videos with King Sherm like this one on one. Those that is over with. You know, I mean, we had a peace treaty and all that, but I don't see doing anything on that type of level with them ever again. And that's just me stating it plain. Now, as far as no, you could, everybody can still come and see me do things with King Righteous all day. Whenever Righteous feels the need to say what he needs to say, because that's how it is with Righteous. He said, hey Rick, I want to, hey, this is what I'm feeling. He'll call me up, hit my line, and we'll do something. But far as it goes with King Sherman, he has his own channel, you know, and he does, those particular things on his channel. That's what his channel is established there for. People go there and listen to it and you know love whatever he's saying. But far as me doing anything like one on one with him, that's over with. It's only covered within the updates when it's a conversation between me, Professor Ken, and King Sherm. And really, it's just me just kind of mediating the conversation. There's nothing else other than that. In a lot of cases, I like to grow my newer series, like with Shad and Infamous Lisa Smith. That's been a great series with where people actually call in and they actually speak with Shad on certain issues, or ask Infamous Lisa Smith whatever she may have on her mind. A lot of people like listening to her because it's like, man, she ain't biting her tongue on none of this shit. If she feels something is awry or amiss, she's stating it plain. And I feel, you know, when this divide was made, a lot of people pick sides on certain things. Like, well, I'm riding with this person, or I'm riding with that person. Well, I feel, when those call-ins, people could call in, put your number up, and you can call in and say whatever you feel on whatever the issue may be, or you may feel may be. I applaud that kind of stuff because it's like I'm not a person to hide from. Okay, oh well, I won't take his call or their call, or matter of fact they, because it's usually they take calls when they done hijack the Tuku the Khan channel, you know. So I applaud when people want to say, "Hey, Reek, I want to call in. I want to voice my opinion. I want to, get some back and forth with you." I applaud that. Just like right now, I could actually take a call right now if someone wants to actually call in. Like, Reek, I want to talk to you about this. What do you feel about this, or whatever the case may be? Go ahead, throw your number up. I hit your line immediately because I ain't like that to be like, oh, I can't take no calls. He might try to say something to me that is unsavory, and I won't be able to answer it. That's not the case with I. So you still there, Shot? Who's all still out there? Cause see, you know, like I said, since I don't play by a script, the way my YouTube has been going, that's why I say it's um the algorithms run this, because it's like, okay, we're gonna not send out any notification. Matter of fact, when I have contacted certain people that run this particular platform that's globally known, you know, they make it seem like the onus is on me to figure out why people are not getting notifications when it's their company. I just operate upon it. But since I'm not a team player with, helping keeping people lullaby to sleep with some simple minded bullshit, then I don't get, you know, put out there like I should or used to. Like I said, when I was doing other things, they was loving it. But once I stopped that, they're like, wait a minute, he ain't part of, making brothers go to sleep no more. He really want to wake them up, and we don't want to be, have no parts of that. But I still keep soldiering on, doing what I do. So hold on a second. I'm gonna put it on mute for a quick second. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I don't know. What is this? A Monday morning? Let me see. Monday. What? In my area, 10:53. What's going on with y'all? Is it that nobody's on, or you done got busy, or they done dropped the live stream on you, or what's really going on? I see it's showing one lone person out there, but could it be more? I don't know. Hold on a second again. So, like I said, post your number up, and I hit your line if you got something that you may want to say and voice in this particular live stream I got going. I have no problem hitting your line and us, having some type of a powwow dialogue back and forth, whoever it may be. I don't discriminate at all. Then again, hopefully you can comment because some people I don't seen they don't said wild things. They've been blocked from the channel, so they can't comment. So if that's the case, then hey. But then again, it's also keywords too. Certain keywords where if you say certain things, you can't get a comment through either. Thank you to the people that done like this particular live stream. I mean, like I said, I usually do like when you hear Shad or infamous Lisa Smith, they say it's a freestyle all the time because it's whatever you make it. I mean, I may lead off of what the first topic was at the beginning, but as we go along and as we hopefully people comment or get the notifications to this particular live, it can be whichever direction you may want to take it. I'm not sitting up here for X amount of hours talking about a whole bunch of nothing. Yeah, you do got to watch your words, in a lot of ways, in a lot of ways. But then in other ways, I look at it like, well, you know, certain people don't want you to talk a certain way because they feel, well, that's going to wake people up. Well, I feel if it's going to wake people up, I'm going to talk more about that in that certain kind of way, But we're living in a generation, like I said, the algorithms controlling, like just like I said in a earlier live stream, where it's like when we do these live streams or videos or whatever, it's like these computers, these algorithms, it's like in court, a stenographer, the person that's typing down everything. Well, you figure now, you could type a text or not type a text, but speak a text. So what you speaking, you saying key words, I'm like, okay, we're gonna drop him down this much more because he done said these type of words within his conversation. We feel that is not beneficial to, basically our bottom line of having certain brothers and sisters, waking up from hearing those certain words that he's, lacing in his live streams or within his videos. They actually got programs like this. So be a kid, my channel being, I'll say discriminated against, but the way that we're going in the technology realm, this is just what it is. Like I said, if I was doing something else that was showing a bunch of idiocy, it would be champion. But since I'm not doing any of that, since if someone asks me something like, "How do you feel about these, certain societies, or people that participate in checkerboard floor temples and things like that," I ain't with none of that shit. So with me not being with it, it's like, oh, whoa, we can't have any of our people that are with it because that means he's gonna expose them and knock them down like dominoes if they do have a conversation, and that I will. So with that being said, that's why, things go the way they go. Let me see. And I also do have a backup channel. Like Michael Jackson said, this is it. If you see Valley of the Pharaohs, that's my backup channel. So you can subscribe to that one too, if you so feel to do. You got to have a backup channel as well. If nobody wants to post a number for me to hit their line, I know a lot of people are like, Reed, you should have a designated number where people could call in. Yeah, I should. I had to take the time to figure out how because I heard it's like I could come up with like a Google number and have people hit that line, but I just had to do some more research into how to actually make that happen. But other than that, like I said, you could throw up your number. As soon as you throw it up, I delete it out. So, when it hits the replay, nobody will be able to see it. And then I'll hit your line like, many others have that actually want to, say something. But I figured I said, man, you know, to me, I've been having a lot of cookies on my devices. So I just recently cleaned up a lot of my devices, and I said, let me try to do a live stream off this particular platform that I usually don't go live off of, and see if it acts any different. And I see it's still acting the same, and all the cookies and the cache been cleared and everything. So that just lets you know. They just figure, oh, his IP address is already coming on, or whatever device is his device, we already know. So we ain't gonna send out any of them notifications. So it doesn't matter how many times you done sent feedbacks to the platform providers about, oh, I'm having these issues or anything like that. If they deem you not worthy to be getting a response, that's just what it is. Ain't nothing else other than that. But I guess nobody's really saying nothing. So